Welcome to At the Vanguard. We're TB Vanguard, and our motto is for fans by fans. We showcase fans on the front line of the Team Breezy movement. This podcast is an open forum to discuss current topics as they relate to Chris Brown and his fan base.
Welcome to the At the Vanguard Podcast. Today is Monday, November 19th, 2018. Let's introduce ourselves. I'm Paula.
I'm Shay.
Tammy. Still
I'm
there.
Dee. April.
Chris reached 48 million on Instagram. Yay! Yay! What's there home to talk about? I was looking through the timeline yesterday, and
Hey, Paula, before you continue, don't forget to say Chris followed us. Don't forget to say that.
Oh yes! Oh my God! Yes, I forgot about that. Yes, was that Thursday?
He followed you guys?
Yes, he followed us after all these years.
Because he be listening to these podcasts. He be listening to the podcast and followed us. Come on now.
But we had a trifecta. He followed us, and he liked a tweet. Liked a post. He never done that. And he reposted us. So we had a trifecta of Christmas on Thursday.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that was
I deserve it.
That's very good.
That was exciting news. Yes, I can't believe I forgot to say that. Oh my God! And so we've been getting followers every day ever since. That's the good thing about that. They get stuff out
His
there.
impact.
Yeah, and that gets more, and it's for his advantage anyway, because the more we put out about him, more people following us, the more people to see it. So, yay!
Right.
How
That's
could
amazing.
I forget that? How could I forget that? Man. Oh, man. But I was looking at the timeline yesterday, and I saw some people replying to somebody who said something negative about Chris. And I just want to say this. Now, back in 2009, I was one of those people who would just attack somebody's timeline if they said something like Chris. And those are the early days of Twitter, and we're doing that. But I think at this point, we've had to learn our lesson, or we should. Or at least I just want to suggest this, that we really just try to avoid replying to these people. When you reply, it's like you give them an extra reach, because other people see who you reply to, they look to see who it is, and if they agree with them, they'll follow them. If they don't, still you've given them eyes, you've given them attention. And I saw this yesterday, and the person had 16 followers. 16. That's not even worthy of a reply.
No.
I think, when you see it, just block them and keep it moving. I know it's hard to do because you're tempted to look, but basically they're just clout chasers. That's all they are. They're just clout chasers. Nobody's still mad at Chris 10 years later, 16 years. 10 years later.
No.
They're not. If they ever were. So, that's pure clout chasing. So I would just suggest that, and I'm putting that on the podcast so, people will hear it. It's just best not to reply. Definitely don't retweet. But, we get shut down. No, just act like they don't exist, because they really don't. And if you don't reply, they stay anonymous. So that's just my, tidbit for the day about that. That's just something I happen to have seen. So has everybody seen the new Black Pyramid that they've been posting? That Chris has been posting?
I think some sweatsuits. Some sweatsuits. That's about
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I got the little fuzzy. They have the new fuzzy hoodie. That's in the cream.
Those look so comfortable.
Yeah, so I ordered one. They restocked, so they had a sale going on too. On the buy one get one free on the sales.
Yeah, so anybody wants those fuzzy sweatsuits, they're really nice. And I saw it on somebody. There's a guy who tweeted it last night. He was sort of dancing around, showing off that he had it, and it looks even better than it did. If you just see it laying flat, it has a certain look. But seeing it on somebody, I'm like, oh, it looks really nice, and it looks really warm and comfy. If you're in a cold climate, you look at that and go, oh, I want that. It looks so nice and fuzzy and warm. Oh my God. But another thing, Christine just put out a notice about the new tour merchandise that they have on sale. Is that as of Friday, Dee?
She had it on her Instagram last night, and she said that it's finally coming out on this Friday, which is Black Friday. So they're going to have the hoodies. They have the Heartbreak and the Full Moon logo on it that everybody wanted. And they also have the tour T-shirts with the dates on the back. That's what she had on her Instagram, and I sent it to most of you guys. But I'm not sure what other merchandise they're going to have, but she did have those pieces on there. And the prices look reasonable, like $25.
Oh, I definitely want that. I was hoping to get the slides and the fan, but I guess that's sold out. But I definitely want one of those hoodies. I'm still mad that I never got my Pink Fame hoodie, so I never got over that. So I'm not going to miss out on this one. Did anybody else want something off that list?
Well, I wanted the bag, but it's sold out. I hope they restock it. The Black Pyramid, I think it's leather, like the knapsack bag, or book bag.
Oh, yes. And it's only $78. That's probably why it went so fast, too. It's only $78. I paid more than that for a canvas bag. That is a nice backpack. The design is gorgeous. I want that backpack. It sold out within, they said 24 days. It seems like it was a day or two before it was sold out.
I know, right?
Like, wait a minute, I just saw that. How is it gone? Like, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the only other thing that's going on was Chris at the Live. I saw a lot of debate with these people on, and Instagram Team Breezy can be a little aggressive, but they were like, oh, he shouldn't be doing that. He should have been at the Soul Train Awards or whatever. But I mean, he, like you say, Tammy, he knows where he should be, and he's made that decision. So we don't know why, but I mean, he's just made that decision. That's what he wants to do. And it's not like it's a little bit of money. You spend money to perform at an award show. You spend money for your stage sets and all of that. But he may earn. I mean, not that he needs the money, he doesn't. But I mean, he earns a lot of money for those appearances. I saw some person say, "Oh, what is he the reality show person now?" I'm like, no, those reality show people don't make over $100,000 for an appearance. I promise you that they don't.
No, it's only one appearance.
I still don't agree that he doesn't want to go. I don't believe that. I believe he's not being asked to go. To perform. Okay. To perform. I believe that, he can go and attend if he wants to. If he wants to, go see the show, he can. They'll provide him a seat if he wants to be a guest at any award show. But he's not being asked to perform. I don't believe that he's not.
We don't know that, and so we assume that, or people assume that. But
we can only agree to disagree on that. We don't all agree. So.
We're gonna agree to disagree.
But he's gonna do whatever he wants to do, and he hasn't done a lot of club appearances. This is one that he's done, maybe one within several months. So the last time he did tour appearances when he was on tour, and he only did a couple of appearances. It was always the headliner as the promoter. So it's not like he's out there every weekend at this club and that club and that club.
Right.
Well, I wasn't the one who said that. It was someone else who stated that. And it's just a frustration because I see it all the time, and I see, management this and that, but nobody wants to ask him. And I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of this coming down my TL. Because really, I don't like to concentrate on things I can't change. Like, I can't, if Chris doesn't want to go to award shows, then okay, fine. And I'm not going to concentrate my energy on that. If Chris doesn't want to promote, I'm not going to concentrate my energy.
Right.
I can't do anything about those things, or if he's not being asked to go, whichever one it is, I can't change it. But you know what? I just try to concentrate on what I can do, and that's what I do. Like, if y'all want to request, y'all want to whatever, but everybody, it's like people want to concentrate on things they can't do anything about.
Right.
And if you have a problem with it, then ask him so he can see it. If you're afraid of getting blocked, then just don't say nothing at all. Because it's very annoying to keep saying and hearing the same thing over and over, but nobody want to ask him to let him know. Or at least he may see.
It's wise not to ask him about that because that's it's not the way to go.
I think just like he's following Team Breezy, he's listening to these podcasts. He hears what we're saying.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what's being said. Or he has his people listen to it. So, and they're probably communicating exactly what they need to communicate to him. I think that he's his own person. That's his choice. That is a choice.
Yeah.
So, those are business choices that he's making independently. So, good and well, people are giving him better advice than that business-wise.
Right.
And he knows better business-wise.
He does. So, just a question of... But I was saying, you said last week you said that, he knows that he needs to, do this and that, but he's not doing it. So, yeah, he clearly made a decision, and we don't know the whys of it. But we just have to roll with it. Yeah, we can't control it, so we just have to roll with it. And we can continue to do what we do. I mean, I had somebody come in our Instagram DMs and saying, oh, well, yeah, I feel like, he never noticed me. I'm like, sweetie, we've been doing this since 2012, and he just followed us. I mean, we do it because we love him and we love his music. We love his talent. That's why we do it. It's not for recognition from him, because there's millions of us who feel that way about him. And if he sees us, that's lucky. He sees us. But no, it's not why we do it. So, you can't focus on that. Otherwise, you might as well give it up. Because, there's a million other people doing the same thing.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that can be your focus. And you're right, Tammy. Yeah, you can't focus on things you can't control.
Yeah, but you got to realize he's just like us in a sense that we have careers. He has his career. Right. We go through ebbs and we go up and down, interested, not interested. And that's his career. That's his life. And sometimes he wants to be, all in. Sometimes he doesn't. And I respect that, because he can't be full press all the time. And for him to be performing right now, what is he going to be performing? The album came out over a year ago, and he did the tour. So who knows what he's got going on? Let's hope when he has his next album drop that it's going to be more performances. Maybe he just needed a break from all that. So I love to see him perform, and I got to see him, on tour. Right. But at the same time, he's a human too, and sometimes he might not feel like touring during a particular era as much, or performing on television shows during a particular era or not. That's his right, and all I can do is support his music.
That's true. Doing it, the people have done things for 5 years and burned out. So I'm not saying he's burnt out, but maybe he does need a break from it. So that's another thing we hadn't thought about. Maybe he just needs a break from it.
Oh, I agree. I definitely think he needs to take a break. Go on vacations like everybody and just chill and enjoy life. But I do think we do not get enough FaceTime. We do not get enough.
Oh, yeah.
We need FaceTime, honey. We need you out there. We need you talking. I don't care if it's on that Periscope. You used to get on there for 5 minutes. I'm like, hey, hello, people on here. He was just and it would be a million people fighting to get on there. He would be doing it 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. A million people trying to fight to get on Periscope. He could do that on Twitter. He could do that wherever he wanted to do. He can choose the platform whenever, however. Guess what? People be waiting to just jump on there whenever he's ready. He has the audience. He has the platform. He just has to choose when he wants to.
Hey, let's hope he comes back to it soon. I'm just thinking about as you were talking. Remember Marvin Gaye? I don't know if you're younger than me, but Marvin Gaye did this. I was thinking he's on to Marvin Gaye. It's like Marvin Gaye did that, and Tammy Terrell died, and he came back with What's Going On. The difference was, he wasn't doing anything publicly, but the difference was they had the Motown machine behind him. And so it could be, if it's a genius thing. Maybe it's a genius thing. They need a break from the status quo for a time.
Well, that's the same thing with Prince.
Yes.
Oh my God, he wasn't marketing himself.
Oh my
God.
They
said he just decided, I want to have a concert tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Obviously, he just
That's
decided
true.
I'm going to perform tomorrow at this event. I
forgot
about that.
I just feel like, well,
yeah, you have people who do not. Obviously, he was that type of dude, and I don't
Right.
remember. I remember that Michael Jackson did world tours.
Constantly.
But I really don't remember seeing him do a lot of advertising and promoting of that.
No, it didn't. He didn't actually. By the time he got to that point, he didn't need it. Actually,
Yeah,
because
he didn't.
yeah, he didn't. But that's a 40-year career though. That's 40 years.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly
that was 40 years in the making.
I mean, but whenever he got ready to do something, people his stuff just sold out.
Right.
Just sold out. I think Chris sells out like that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he sells out like that too. So I don't think he's still at that level.
Just so that whatever Chris, whatever's going on that, you know, Team Breezy doesn't know why this and, you know, some of the things they want that's not happening. I just feel they need to trust Chris. He's the artist. He's the one who's been doing it the longest. And, you know, whatever you think, we may think, it may not be, you know, what's actually happening, but you just have to trust him. And, you know, whatever it is, it's probably not what we think. And it's probably a reason why, but, you know, whatever the reason is, it'll probably be different next time. So just trust him and his career. He knows what he's doing. So that's all, you know.
Tammy, we're supporting his career. Obviously, we trust it. We're supporting it. But we also...
No, I'm talking about as far as some of the people that's saying, oh, this needs to happen and that needs to happen. I'm just saying, like, you know, don't get frustrated about it or, you know, overwhelmed about it. We'll just have to wait and see with Indigo.
But you guys do know that he's working on himself. If nothing else, we see him working on himself, and the happiest I've seen him in a while. So if he is going to focus on himself and make sure he's happy and healthy, and that means he's going to be performing less on television, I'm all for that. But I mean, his last two tours, you can see how happy he is performing.
Yeah.
So it's not like he doesn't
like
performing.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's very happy on stage.
But obviously, that's on the long term.
Yeah. So we'll wait and see. We'll see what happens next with the next era. And
but I'm
obviously
excited.
It's coming at some point.
I'm excited. Oh, the charts for Overdose went up again.
I see that.
And it's playing on my radio now. My radio station, they finally are playing it.
Doesn't it sound good on the radio? It sounds good on the radio.
It does. It does. It sounds really good. Finally, Power 105 is playing it.
Oh, yeah. Did she come through on Power 105? Did she go to the station? I think she did.
I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh,
but
okay.
she will. She'll be there soon.
I know she was in New York at one point.
No, she wasn't. I don't think she was at 105. What? No, I don't think so.
No, I'm saying she was in New York. I didn't know.
Yeah, but I don't think she made that trip. But she could have. I don't know. Maybe I missed that one. I don't know. She could have.
No, I didn't hear which station. I just know she was in New York. I didn't know which station she went to. I didn't know which station she went to. Could have been 101 or something.
I don't know.
The pop station. Could have been the pop station. I'm not sure. I knew she was in New York at one point. She was in Baltimore. She did Baltimore. So we kind of covered pretty much everything. I mean, we didn't have there's not a lot going on this week. And thankfully, things have been going well for Chris, so I'm happy about that. But, and like I said, he did play Live, which is a very high-end nightclub. And he's being promoted and escorted by a headliner group, and they're very professional. Very professional. So, I'm pleased to see him with them. So I hope he does any club appearances.
I wanted to ask you guys, what is that on Chris's face, on his cheek?
Oh, he had an abscess on his cheek. He had an abscess,
Oh.
and it's gotten smaller because he had a huge bandage at one point.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it's down to looks like a little bit bigger than a Band-Aid. But he just got a little gauze on it. Yeah, it must have been a really bad abscess on his skin.
Yeah.
Was it a pimple?
Yeah, I think he said an abscess. An abscess. I know.
So I guess
No.
it depends on if they popped it or if they lanced it. If they lanced it,
Yeah, they may have had to
do
lance
like
it.
a cut.
Yeah, they may have had to lance it, which is pretty an ooey.
Well, some of the pictures from Miami, he has like a Band-Aid on his cheek.
Yeah.
And he had one when he first had it over a week ago, right?
Yeah, it was over a week ago. It was a really big bandage at first. Like almost his whole cheek was covered. But now it's just down to a little bandage. It almost looked like he's doing an impersonation of Nelly. That's how it looks.
Yeah.
He's doing Nelly?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I was like, oh wait, no, it's an abscess. That's right.
Oh, we may have a single coming out. It looks like DJ Khaled and Chris.
That's
I
right.
think posted something.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, DJ Khaled and Chris posted a picture and it said another one. I'm like, oh, okay.
I think this would be the one with
And then
Drake
someone, yeah. Well, I think DJ Khaled posted something, the same picture of Drake saying something. Somebody tweeted out that he posted something, so Drake might be on it. I guess that's what that's supposed to mean. I don't know.
Let me see.
Because you know he has more than one person. I know it's not going to be DJ Khaled and Chris, right? Alone.
But no.
No.
We gotta have somebody else on the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be Chris and
Be 100 people.
other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wow,
it's
this
a
is
picture.
going to be
It's a
interesting.
picture of Big Sean and him, and let's see, Drake. Yeah, that's right. There's a picture of Drake and DJ Khaled. They said another one on your tour, another one.
So that's why people were assuming that it's going to be, maybe Chris and Drake could be on a DJ Khaled song or something.
Yeah.
Probably a couple others. We'll see. Well, we'll see. It'll be interesting.
Chris, and hopefully some pictures of Royalty and Chris.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I put it since it's Thanksgiving week. I put the puzzle today was I'm not the puzzle. The quote today was about family, and I had Royalty, Chris, and Joyce in the picture.
Yeah, the pictures and the videos Joyce posted of Royalty and her cousin there are so adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, and you're going to your brother's house, and I'm going to my brother's house. I'm like, brother, uh-oh.
She speaks so well.
Yeah. And the little girl looking like, oh.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming, and I hope we get to see you next week at the Vanguard.
Happy
Right.
Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving,
guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on this episode, and we hope you'll join us again at the Vanguard.